Welcome to the course on signals and systems. First of all, we'll see what is meant by signal. A signal is something that carries information. Something that carries information. So, what is meant by information? Information may be anything. It may be a speech signal, audio signal. Right now, I'm speaking. So, that is carrying some information. Right now, I am talking about the definition of signal. So, signal is something that carries information, and that information may be any signal such as speech signal, we may have audio signal, we may have an image, a video signal, biomedical signals might be there, radar signals will be there. So, anything that carries information is called a signal. And what is meant by a system? Whenever we talk about the signal, simultaneously we will talk about system. System is something that can manipulate, change, record or transmit signal. System is also something that performs processing. So whenever we say processing, so processing may be either changing the characteristics, manipulating the characteristics or transmission of the signal. The example of system may be a CD, a DVD record. So this may be the example of system. A signal is basically something that carries information. And why do we need to study signal and system? Because signal carries information, and information is the basic thread of life. The typical example of signal may be speech signal. So what does the speech signal represent? That represents air pressure as a function of time at a point in space. Right now I'm speaking, for example, I am speaking for 5 seconds. So in 5 seconds, the speech signal will be represented by the air pressure at specific time intervals. It is not the case that I am continuously speaking. In between, I am taking some pauses. So, speech signal is again the example of analog signal, and that will be present at certain time duration. Take the typical example of sine waveform. This sine waveform in mathematics, basic mathematics, you might have studied. This is a waveform, a function of time, and this is sine waveform. So this sine signal, how do we obtain this sine signal? By calculating the values of sine of t for different values of t. So this was the general definition of signal, that is signal that carries information. How do we mathematically define signal? Mathematical representation will be in terms of some mathematical equation. So mathematically the signal is defined as a function of one or more than one independent variable. So signal is basically a function of one or more than one independent variable. So that is the mathematical definition of a signal. So the number of independent variable decides the type of signal. Decides the type of signal means if it is dependent on a single variable, it is called one dimensional signal. If it is dependent on two variables, it is called two dimensional. So in general, if it is dependent on more than two variables, it is called multi-dimensional signal. So signal is a function of one and more than one independent variable. Just now we have seen the example of sine waveform. This is time. With respect to time, it is independent variable, and on y-axis we are having dependent variable, that is sine of t. Sine of t, the value of sine of t will be dependent on different values of t. So sin of t is dependent on t. So signal is also called a function of time. This type of signal is called continuous time signal. Why it is called continuous time signal? Because it is present at each and every instant of time. The signal that is present at each and every instant of time is called continuous time signal. And one more type of signal is there, the signal that is present at discrete intervals of time. Discrete means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your independent variable axis. So the signal that is present at discrete intervals of time, this is called discrete time signal. So discrete time is a signal that is present at discrete intervals, and these discrete intervals are all integers, and the integers are the whole numbers. They may be positive as well as negative, but not the fractions. So discrete time signal is not continuous. So you can observe from 0 to 1 there is not any signal, from 1 to 2 again there is not any signal, from 2 to 3 there is not any signal. So discrete time signal is discontinue in amplitude. On the other hand, continuous time signal is continuous in amplitude as well as time. Continuous in amplitude as well as time means it is present at each and every instant of time as well as at each and every instant of amplitude. That's why that type of signal is called continuous time signal. On the other hand, discrete time signal is present at discrete intervals. And again, one more type is there, continuous time, continuous valued signal. This is the example. Continuous time is continuous in time as well as continuous in amplitude. On the other hand, discrete time continuous valued signal. What is meant by discrete time continuous valued signal? Discrete time continuous valued signal means the signal will be discrete in time. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So discrete in time, time axis is discrete, but amplitude will be continuous, such as look at this one. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now just look at the amplitude levels. Now the amplitude level from 0 to 1, that is continually 0. From 1 to 2 the amplitude is continuous. Continuous means from 1 to 2 every sample is having value 2. Again from 2 to 3 every sample is having value 2, and again from 3 to 4 every sample is having value 3. So such type of signal is called discrete in time, continuous in amplitude. The other type of signal is discrete in time, discrete in amplitude. Discrete in time is time intervals will be discrete, but amplitude intervals will also be discrete, such as 1, 2, 3. So the signal must take any value out of these three values. Now just look at here, this particular signal at 1 the amplitude is 1. From 1 to 2 there is not any signal. Again from 2 to 3 there is not any signal. Means there is discontinuity in time as well as amplitude. So such type of signal is called discrete time and discrete amplitude signal.